Come, let us journey back in time to visit this week's ancient hero on the Storytime edition of the Motivation Congregation. Our venerable sage is an ancient one. He is an ingenious Torah scholar. He is mentioned in Mishnayos quite frequently. He was fabulously wealthy, a Kohen at that. His name was Rav Tarfon. Now, Rav Tarfon was famous for one specific mitzvah. He was fantastic and extraordinary at the fifth commandment, Kibud of Va'im. And the Gemara tells us, the Yerushalmi tells us, that his mother used to live in his home. And he would lie down, Rav Tarfon did, underneath, a little bit outside of her bed, so that when she would go onto the bed or come off, she could use Rav Tarfon's back as the step. And listen to this. Listen to how far Rav Tarfon went for perhaps an overlooked mitzvah of the fifth commandment. How much do we owe our parents? Rav Tarfon was sitting around the Shabbos Suda, and his mother was outside taking a Shabbos stroll. She was walking through the garden, and then a shoe strap on her foot, on her shoe, got caught in some thorns. And because of Shabbos, she was afraid to walk with the shoes or to try to pull it out, so she was now standing there barefoot. But afraid, not knowing how to get back to the home, his elderly mother stood there in discomfort. Reb Tarfon sprinted outside, and he would continue to help his mother get back into the home, putting his hands underneath every single place that she would step so that she would have stones, so to speak, steps until she would get inside, not having to touch that freezing cold and dirty ground. Kibud of Va'im. We owe our parents everything. How much gratitude must we show to our parents? And Reb Chaim Shmulevitz says, we have a Mesorah, a way to inspire ourselves to this. Find in your parents that one midah that you see they are fantastic out, and bring it out, recognize it, talk about it. I know my mother teaches, she's probably the most determined and persistent person. And my father, one of the most wise and consistent people. I go to him for advice often, but call your parents, talk to your parents, inspire yourself in the fifth commandment, because ultimately, even though we can become kadosh by honoring our father and mother, and we can be rewarded with long life, just notice how much your parents did for you, how much gratitude you owe them. You owe them everything. Call your mother, call your father.